Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Magic Knight Rayearth. I'm Theta, and this is Stoneface Reactions. Not the way I typically say this at all. By the way, it occurs to me that I record, what, 5 shows? 6. I record 6 shows on Friday. 3 of them have a character named Fu, with double U's. タトラは迎え撃った私に真剣勝負を申し込んできたの。私が勝てばセフィーロから手を引くという約束で、二人の言葉を信じ、私は戦ったわ。なんとか勝ってチゼータとは分かり合えたんだけど。Again, I'm really hoping that we're gonna move into whatever the serious twist of the season actually is. Because they have introduced the new opening and ending, which is second best. The opening, at least, is second best. What the hell does that imply? Okay, wait. If she's kissing Nova in the opening, Nova hates everything Hikaru loves. Is this a fake out? Is she trying to love Nova in order to get Nova to hate herself? Also, the element that I said before of Nova just being a dream version of Hikaru. If Hikaru loves herself, because it might be that's the problem that she has, that she doesn't love herself. If Hikaru loves herself, would then Nova hate herself, and that's how you defeat Nova? There may just be an element of me ruining everything that I feel like, by the way, that the twist of Season 1 was so strong that I just think Season 2's twist has to live up to it, and that I'm creating any number of scenarios that the show could never live up to. So in that way, I'm self-sabotaging. Still not in favor of the whole Hikaru-Lantis relationship, by the way. Yeah, I mean, you said that in the past. Flowers grow without a pillar, or whatever you said. Well, that's a very familiar shot to those of you looking at the overlay. The High Priest. I mean, what if there's two pillars at the same time, and then those two pillars could then fall in love with one another, so that they were never alone, plus they could love each other and the world, country, whatever? Lantis, 答えてくれ。なぜセフィーロから出ていった？なぜエメロード姫が消滅した後に戻ってきた？セフィーロの柱制度を終わらせるためだ。ザガートはエメロード姫を愛していた。Sorry, I was gonna say their last name, but I don't think they ever gave us a last name for Zagato or Lantis. whatever their family line name is, they're clearly the best people of Safaru.
エメロード姫の心の自由を欲した。そしてエメロード姫は誰かを犠牲にしての自由を拒み、消滅を選んだ。全てを柱一人に頼るこの制度がこのまま続けば、エメロード姫と同じ悲劇が必ずまた起こる。悲劇は二度と繰り返すべきではない。
I think my self-created solution is probably going to be better than anything else, which is to say split the pillar system amongst everybody so that everyone that lives in Safaru is responsible for Safaru's happiness. That way it's divided up amongst so many people, though, that everyone can live their lives however they want as well. I think that's a better solution than getting rid of it altogether.
私はセフィーロに住むすべてのものが愛しい。自ら手をかけ導いた教え子たちはなおさらだ。エメロード姫、ザガート、アルシオーネ、もちろんお前もだ。ランティス、もう二度と柱である重責に誰の心が引き裂かれる様も見たくない。
I mean, you could be the pillar.
特にあのマジックナイトたちの泣き顔は答えるからな。もし次の柱が見つかったら、エメロード姫の悲劇をすべて話すつもりでいた。なぜ姫が消滅したのか、なぜマジックナイトが召喚されたのか、あの悲しい伝説の
Please don't recap it. We were there. We saw it.
たとえそのために柱候補が次の柱になることを拒んでも。
大丈夫だ。心配するな。
I mean, also legitimately, you're like the strongest people here. Really no reason to worry. Why did they come back and not the other two? Granted, one of them got thrown off the planet, but... Given how big everything is, that would be a massive walk. Felt like, anyway. Unless those are really small ships in a really small castle. Never mind, I guess they are. You guys are really close. Oh, never mind.
ジゼータのタトラと申します。タータだ。もうタータったら照れてないできちんとご挨拶なさい。
But if I saw somebody making that exact face, I would think that they were dead.
恥ずかしがり屋さんなの。はあ、でも約束した通り、ジゼータはセフィーロには絶対に攻め込んだりしないわ。
やるな、海。
Legitimately, every one of the Magic Knights figured out the sort of deal with everyone else.
伸びないより伸びた方が絶対いいわよ。なんでやねん。私も伸びないよりは伸びた方がいいと思いますわ。はあ？ できないよりはできた方がきっといつか何かの役に立ちますわ。そうよね。そのうちほっぺがどこまで伸びるか競争なんていうのもあるかもしれないし。そうですわね。
なんか気が合ってるみたい。
Yeah, because it'll just not make any fucking sense. Oh, thank God, they all are coming back. Okay, we're finally gonna get the episode where everyone finally meets together. I'm happy this is happening. Especially Farin, my favorite of them all.
私が行きます。
You can tell by my friendly voice. Really? God. Sometimes these episodes don't feel like they're... Didn't feel like we're halfway through. Okay, I understand that those two dancing girls, the princesses, were the only two that they had. Why did they leave the old man behind? Is it because he would have been an adult? We can't have an adult in this group of children? I legit thought they were gonna hug or something.
約束？茶を飲む約束をしたのじゃ。覚えていてくださったんですね。もちろんじゃ。それでわざわざこの城へ？迷惑だったかや？いいえ、嬉しいですわ。
He really does have like 1980s glasses though.
もちろんですわ。
Oh, also they did hug. And of course, Eagle and company are kind of already represented here in that we are holding one prisoner.
王冠の部屋。
その部屋に入れるのは資格のある者だけだ。
知ってます。
Although odd to think that you're still holding Eagle hostage prisoner. You're still holding Eagle prisoner here, even though he might be eligible to be the pillar, which implies that he cares about this place.
「王冠の部屋から生きて出てこられるのは柱の資格を持つ者だけ。あの時確かに僕とヒカルは同時にあの部屋に入った。
Which again either implies that they're both equal, or only one of them is, and they got rejected because they were both in there at the same time. But you think they would kill the one
なのにどうして
who wouldn't?
二人とも無事に部屋から出てこれたんだ。イーグルか。
ヒカルか。
It's very clearly both.
どちらかが
Otherwise, one of you would be dead.
私が柱に。
もし僕が柱の資格を有しているのなら問題はない。しかし光だとしたら
ランティス。
あなた次の柱を好きになってしまったのかもしれませんね。
Well, wouldn't that be the cycle of
兄
fate?
さんと同じように。
Except that we haven't expressed that Lantis loves Hikaru. Oh, have we? He gave her the pendant. Is that all it takes? Remember, if you had isekai'd into a 1980s anime, have a gaudy piece of jewelry, you might not know when you need it. Also creepy as hell.
柱になれるのがもし光だったらどうするの？
Nova, aka Bloody Mary.
光が柱をどう思ってるか。私を守ってくれた。
But why? Isn't there a character called Alba in one of our other shows? So many characters. Literally close to 1,000.
光が好きな人はみんな嫌い。光が好きな人がみんないなくなれば、光は一人ぼっち。私だけと遊んでくれる。
Again, it really feels like if Hikaru loves Nova, the Nova will go away.
大嫌い。待て、ノバ。私は光だ。だからランティスは私がもらう。ノバ。
この木は
You know, Clef taught Alcyone. Clef also taught Zagato.
私は光だ。
Alcyone turned Clef into stone.
ところは私も通れる。
Why can't Clef just turn her into stone?
お前は光の心が生み出した影か。
The thing I've been guessing since episode whatever the season started off on. Some of you smartasses out there are saying episode 1, duh. I'm talking about the number episode from season 1, episode 1 to whatever we're at here. Back to the mirror universe we fought in before.
ここなら誰にも邪魔されずに戦えるね。
Clearly don't foresee almost faceless bad guy winning against Lantis. Oh no, who could have guessed?
どうしお前だけその少女の作った異空間に引きずり込まれた。異空間を破ろうとしたがダメだ。
I imagine, I guess, because Lady Debonair is stronger.
破れないのか。違う。おそらくその少女は光の心が作ったものだ。その少女は光の心の一部。もし異空間を破ればそれを作ったその少女も傷つけてしまうことになる。
I can still, in my mind, begs the question how Lady Debonair got into contact with Nova in the first place.
もし少女が死ねば光の一部は 永遠に失われるだろう。
To be fair, I'd have to guess it would be the dark part of her heart that would be lost forever. That was definitely the proton pack sound from Ghostbusters. It's like a blue scyther.
ねえ、もっと強いはずなのに、どうして本気出さないの？私を傷つけたら、ヒカルが傷つくから？
What does that mean for every time Hikaru has fought Nova? Hikaru was gonna hurt herself? Oh. Unexpected, if true. Because right in the middle, I would expect that to be a deadly blow.
私のものだよ、ヒカル。
Interesting. The only thing that's making me doubt the fact that Lantis might actually be dead is the fact that it happened right at the end of the episode. Also, the fact that most of the time in anime like this, just getting stabbed through the chest isn't a death wound like it normally would. Phil Fisher from the chat says the attack from the blue mook where it fires red and blue beams from its chest resembles the attack called Zulgeiser, spelling may vary, from the 1970s super robot named Gaiking. For me, it sounded like God, proton pack is what they wear on their back, but not the beam thing. The Ghostbusters fire from the real Ghostbusters cartoon. I guess of 1990s, 1980s. Obviously, if you're saying the sound, well, you're saying the attack. I don't know if you mean the sound or the visual. Anyway, the sound for me is Ghostbusters, but I guess that's where I've heard it first. Not specifically that it couldn't have come from somewhere else.
わらわはファーレンの公女アスカじゃ。マジックナイトさんたちと仲良くなれてよかったですね。うん。フーが入れてくれた茶はうまいのじゃ。
How did you actually have time to...
わらわもセフィーロを守るために戦うのじゃ。はい。次回マジックナイトレイヤース光る衝撃ノバの真実絶対見るのじゃ。しかしノバって誰じゃ？
Here's the thing, though, is that I've... Oh, Fu. I'm going with Fu.
今日はモコナ。
Mokona hasn't been a winner in... God damn it, this fucking thing. I hate this thing. I win 5 out of 50. This... Anyway. What was I saying before? I'm so thrown by that now. Oh yeah, I've known who Nova is since like the very early episodes. It's one of those cases where I feel like the show may not have expected you to know, but I also feel like I don't feel smart for having guessed it, because I feel like it was so low bar. Because I feel like the real thing should be, who's Lady Debonair, really? Like, she's been around since Sephiroth was around. So what does that mean for anyone? Why does she have a dark version of the castle? The element of Lantis being stabbed through the chest. It's all too common in anime for that to be a meaningless wound that he'll just come back from. At the same point, I hope it is an impactful wound, because we're so close to the end that I don't specifically want like a 1-for-1, like Zagato went down first, then Emerald comes out. I don't want Lantis to go down and then Hikaru to be a thing, or not be a thing, but Nova to come out, say. I want some new, some different revelation to come from this, and that's what I'm trying to guess at. Because also we're way too, not way too far, but we're too far from the end for the revelation to be made. Because obviously, I think the play here is what they're gonna do is we're gonna have the two princesses, Aksha, probably Eagle and company. They're all gonna come out and join the fight, probably one by one, because I don't want to insult the show, but it is clearly padding out its time as hard as it possibly can. And I can feel it. I could feel it, and I could really say you could. If I don't know how far out the not the remake. Is it a remake? If it's a remake, how far out it is? You could easily trim this down to a 12-episode run, easy, and not lose any of the story or emotional weight or any of that. I don't mean this season specifically. I mean, you could the first season, probably this season too. I think this show would be so much better as a 12-episode run, trimming out the repetition parts, the flashbacks, the let me repeat to you stuff that you already know parts. Do it in a modern style, but the same story, same characters. Don't change any of that. Just the storytelling method. Because I really wish that we had gotten the different countries together a lot sooner. And even this episode, where I'm like, oh, we're finally doing it, and the countries finally get together and meet. No. The two dancers, they show up, have a little thing. Aksha comes down. She's a little thing. The dancers look at Aksha, and boom, we're back to the other story. So yeah, I mean, the stuff that I want to happen, the crossovers that I want to happen, just aren't there. And that's disappointing to me, because I keep getting my hopes up that, ooh, this is going to be the high point of this little bit of the arc. And it's like, always taken away from me. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. And as you all know, I record these back to back on Fridays at 11 a.m. EST. Well, 11 a.m. is when I start EST, not when I get to Rayearth. Either way, I'm going to end this recording so that I can start on the next episode. So, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?